Now to our coverage of Democracy 2012, Your Voice, Your Vote. How much impact do millions of dollars in TV ads have on a close race? Well, in the 52nd Congressional District, Scott Peters and Brian Bilbray are dead even. Our brand new Scientific 10 News poll shows them at 46% each if the election were today. 8% you can see still undecided. So why haven't the debates and the relentless attacks on each other made more of a difference than this? It's not for lack of trying, but the race between Brian Bilbray and Scott Peters was tight and still is.
It's just unusual to have a congressional race this hotly contested.
So hotly contested that super PACs have lobbed more than $4 million into ads, most of them negative.
I think a lot of people just are on ad overload, and whenever an ad comes on, it's time to go take a little restroom break.
He's my dad.
But one ad is stirring reaction. In the last week, this pro-Bilbray ad featuring his daughter Brianna debuted.
And I have terminal cancer.
He may get some complaints about exploitation out of it, but I think the message of the ad overwhelms the negativity.
These candidates are not only dead even overall, the 10 News poll also shows them even between men, women, white voters, middle and upper income voters, and early voters. But here's the one significant difference. Peters leads among younger voters, while Bilbray leads among older voters.
Brian Bilbray has an advantage. Republicans and the elderly vote more.
That may be, but neither is seen very favorably. Though Bilbray did slightly better, roughly a third of voters had favorable opinions of each. Another third had unfavorable opinions, and about a third were neutral or had no opinion.
Are you surprised by the favorable versus unfavorable ratings for these two candidates?
Brian Bilbray's problem is he's a congressman. We don't like congressmen. Scott Peters' problem was he was a councilman when the city was almost going bankrupt. Hard to run away from that record. In many ways, this is coming down to the guy you dislike the least.
That's a shame. It's not supposed to be like that.
Politics in America, you don't always get the candidate you want. You got to dance with the candidates that are there.
Well, while campaigns, by the way, sometimes say their polls show something very different from ours, just want to point out, for the record, in the last 3 state and local elections, the 10 News poll has ultimately been the most accurate.